새 게임 다시.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way.
자막 엄청나게 싱크 안 맞네.
This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
뭐야? 흘러당 벗었잖아. 그런데 아저씨 운동 좀 하셔야겠어요. Help me.
Where'd he go?
이게 뭔 소리야? 으아! 깜놀이야. 후. 아, 점프 스퀘어. 점프 스퀘어. RS 토글. 진짜. 아, 진짜, 씨. 막혔는데? 어디로 가라는 거야? 여긴가? 뭐야, 수상해 보이는데? 안 돼, 안 돼. 이제 일리 가면 안 될 것 같은. 야, 총, 아니, 씨. 뭐야. 오. 미친놈들. 와, 오이씨, 뭐야?
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are, Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
귀한 1 초대. 싱크가 좀 안 맞네.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Quit your belly aching, Gordon. I'm up here. Hey, Over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
브리핑을 듣고 싶어요. 범죄 목격자가 있나요?
Were there any witnesses?
목격자.
Couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
브리핑을 듣고 싶어요.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
마음의 공간에서 사건 보도를 열 수 있습니다. 마음의 공간?
The mind place. My version of the mind palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the mind place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are
사건 보드.
everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
이전 사건? 사건 보도는 사과의 정신기법으로 단서를 분석하며 조사를 진행할 수 있도록 합니다. R로 이동. LTRT로 확대. 콜드론 호수 살인 사건. 살인 방식은 피해자는 모든 희생자는 2010년에 실종 신고되었다. 살인 방식에는 약간의 차이점이 있지만 공통점은 팽창했다. 아까 보니까 배가 불러 나온 것처럼 이렇게 많이 삶이 좀 통통했었는데 프로필은 모르고 레드테인, 웬디 데이비스, 퍼시 울프 이 세 사람이 지금 실종되었다가 발견됐고 이 양반이 죽은 양반인가 보네. 이번에 심장 제거 손목과 다리에 멍이 있고 가슴에 깊은 상처, 심장 사라졌고 모든 시신이 부풀어 올랐다. 사후 시신에 새겨진 문신이 있고 특별할 만한 공통점이 없고 흉부 외상이 동물 도살 기술과 유사하다.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started.
게임 일시정지하는 게 아니구만.
Crime scene.
요건 또 특이하네.
Nature gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
보통은 시간이 정지되고 그리고 이제 생각 정리하고 이런 거가 보통인데 얘는 그냥 실시간이구만.
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
옥상 깔고 가고요. 지금 요거는 성능 모드.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
뭐지? 멀리 보이는 거대한 산은 바로 콜드론 호수가 내려오다 보이는 상징적인 랜드마크인 미러 피크입니다. 너무 조용해. 무슨 말도 좀 해봐. 시덥지 않은 농담이라도 좀 해야지.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn.
비 오네?
Brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
그 외국 친구들은 우산 잘 안 쓴다고 하던데.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
사파점, 콜드론 호수.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Bonnie, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
음주 현장 조사하기.
Crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and
헐,
stuff.
아주 적나라하구만.
Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
첫 번째 핵심 이미지를 잠금 해제했습니다. 마음의 공간에 사건 보드에 배치하세요. 사건 보드에 배치할 수 있습니다. 콜드론 호수 살인 현장.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
자, 콜드론 호수 살인 사건에 대한 파일이 생성됐고, 그 다음에 사건 현장의 사진이 딱 하나 들어갔고, 핵심 이미지를 배치하면 새로운 지문이 표시됩니다. 브라이트 폴즈 근처 숲에서 또 다른 시신이 발견됐다. 완벽한 타이밍이다. 우리가 조사하러 온 살인사건과 관련이 있는지 알아봐야겠다. 목표는 목표의 사건 보드에서 볼 수 있습니다. 목표. 목표는 범죄 현장 수사하기. 또 A. 지금 심장이 나와 있고
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
일부러 놓고 간 건지 발각돼서 놓고 갈 수밖에 없었던 건지.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
근데 그냥 단검 하나로 흉부를 쪼개고 심장을 꺼내는 게 쉬운 일은 아닐 텐데. 자, 이 다음에 새롭게 발견한 단서를 활성화된 지문에 배치할 수 있습니다. 요거고 사건 어떻게 하라고? 일관성은 이렇게 아니 뭐 안 들어가 이렇게. 이 다음에 어떻게 하라고 이렇게. 에이 참, 화살표를 누르라고 설명을 해줘야지. 일단은 심장 내려놓기. 응?
Keep trying.
뭐요? 이렇게 놓는 거야? 여기다 그거라고? 멍이 들었다는 것은 억눌렸을 때 살아있었다는 증거다. 다른 사건들과 일치한다. 그 다음에 심장. 되더라? 내려놓기. 심장은 제거되었지만 시신 근처에 테이블이 놓여 있었다. 살인이 중단된 것일까?
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
단서는 활성화된 지문을 해결하고 추론을 잠금 해제합니다. 조사를 진행하다 보면 새로운 지문이 잠금 해제되며 목표가 업데이트됩니다. 지금 업데이트된 목표는 Y로 확인. 피해자에 대해서 알아보고 살인자에 대해서 알아보고. 피해자 누군가가 이야기합니다. 누구랑 이야기를 해? 얘기할 사람이 없네? 살인자들 증거를 썼습니다. 요건 이야기에서 요거를 찾아가는 거고, 요거는 증거를 찾는 거고, 요건 지도고, 이렇게. 자, 나가자. 이거는 봤던 거고.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
계속 이제 피해자에 대해서
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
일단 여기 사람하고 이야기를 좀 해봐야겠다. 이 사람이 누군지.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale.
동료였다고?
Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
혹시 이 사람 알아요?
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
해고당한 후 그 사람에게 무슨 일이 있었죠?
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
2010년부터 실종 상태군요.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
옛날에 그 펄프 픽션이라는 펄프 픽션이 아니고 뭐지? 뭐 있었는데? 맞나? 여기도 A 있네? 무슨 드라마 있었는데?
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
추론 이용 가능 멀티플 피플 여러 사람이 있었다. 1, 3, 2 4번 여기 누군가가 있었어. 술 먹고 있었네. 이 지문 같은 거 체크하면 나오지 않을까?
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
삼각대?
Was it for a camera? I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
이것들이 뭔가 촬영을 하려고 했던 것 같은데? 여러 개의 발자국. 이곳에서 많은 일들이 일어났다. 살인범이 혼자서 일을 벌였을 것 같지는 않다. 피해자는 나이팅게일. 정신적으로 안정적이지 못한 것처럼 들린다. 손튼. 나중에 피해자의 테이블에 엄청나게 튀어있는 핏자국.
Footprints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
이거는 계획적인 살인이다. 살인자들이 가져온 삼각대 새 걸 끄고 카메라는 왜? 스너프 필름? 그런 거 찍으려고? 그런 건 아니겠지.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
피해자가 온 곳은 어딘가?
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
사가의 마음의 공간 속에 있는 프로파일링을 사용해서 용의자와 피해자의 생각을 확인할 수 있다. 프로파일링. 일단 이 아저씨는 FBI였다. 실종자.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
그런 걸 어떻게 알아? 거의 뭐 영매 수준인데 이 정도면? 의식살인.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
근데 이런 거는 어떻게 알아? 그런 걸? 이건 프로파일링 수준이 아닌데? 피해자가 온 곳은 호수. 나이팅게일이 호수에서 나타났다는 기분이 든다. 기분이 든다고? 기분이? 하지만 왜 13년이 지난 지금이지? 어디서 있던 걸까? 끝이야? 또 없어? 또 있네? 증거를 찾습니다. 증거를 찾아야 되네? 더 이상 없는데? 뭐 있네? A?
This mug always cheers me up.
그래? 최악의 엄마는 아니야. 시도. 아까 봤던 거? 맞네. 나가자. 더 이상 할 게 없네.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
왼쪽 하단에 있는 아이콘은 마음의 공간을 나타냅니다.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
호수까지 내려가겠구만. 처음에
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me.
응? 올라가는 길이 또 있네?
Doing skinny dipping at this time of year.
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
여긴 또 어디지? 마녀의 오두막? 여기에는 콜드론 호수에 마녀가 살고 있습니다. 조심하세요. 마녀의 영혼이 아직도 여기를 맴돌고 있을지도 모릅니다. 호, 여기가 오두막이야? 열 수 있나? 열리네? 헐. 저 엉뚱한 데로 들어왔는데 호수를 안 가고? 무슨 끈이 있네? 여긴 따로 상호작용이 안 뜨는걸? 아직 올 때가 아닌가 보다. 문 닫자. 일단 호수로 가는 걸로. 기다리고 있구만. 아, 정말 거의 몇십 년 만에 해보는, 몇십까지는 아니고 어드벤처 게임인데
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more.
어드벤처를 제대로 해본 적이 없는데. 왜 멈췄어요, 아저씨? 이쪽인가? 범죄 현장 조사하고 막힌 길을 조사해라. 이쪽으로 왔던가? 뭐 있다.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
발자국.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales?
아마도?
They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
the words. These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
마음의 공간에서 원고 페이지를 읽을 수 있습니다.
This page.
원고 페이지. 피해자는 13년 전 이곳에서 실종된 FBI 특수요원 로버트 나이팅게일이다. 그랬던 그가 갑작스럽게 나타났고 그들이 도착한 바로 그날 잔인하고 피비린내 나는 의식에서 살해되었다. 그리고 그곳에는 원고 페이지가 있었다. 이 페이지는 그들이 찾은 첫 번째 페이지였다. 마지막이 아니었다. 끔찍한 심연으로 첫걸음을 틀어놓았다. 문턱 너머에서 전율하고 있는 비밀의 진실. 이 단어들을 읽는 것은 마치 메시지처럼 느껴졌고 실제로 메시지였다. 누군가 그들이 여기 있다는 것을 알고 있었다. 그들이 무엇을 하는지도 알았다. 그들은 누군가의 손에 놀아나는 중이었다. 그 존재는 그들을 이끌고 초대했다. 이 불가능한 미스터리에 대담무쌍함에 초대를 거부하는 건 불가능한 일이었다. 결국 자신이 해를 입을 것을 알고 있음에도 불구하고. 소설 내용인가? 원고.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
피해자 원고는 나이팅게일에서 왔고 뭐지? 바위를 통과해서 나왔다고? 말도 안 돼. 그러네. 사라져버린 흔적.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
나이팅게일은 자신의 안에 뭔가 숨겨두었지.
Sure. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
후속까지는 안 가는 거야?
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
확실히 이런 어드벤처 장르는 호불호가 많이 갈리죠. 개인적으로는 호 쪽은 아닌 것 같다, 왠지.
You made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
쟤를 마을로 이송하죠.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks.
지름길이 이쪽인가
Let's
보다.
get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
뛰는 거 되나? 되네. 이건 뭐야? 발전? 아니면 통신?
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
뭐가 나올 때가 좀 됐는데?
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
라이트 풀즈.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
이거 뭐야 이건?
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie? Don't know, don't care.
아까 차 안에서 커피 마셨는데? 많이 마셨는데? 여긴가? 어디야?
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
나는 안 줘, 커피?
Look through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fast off.
누가 부커 부부야? 여기야?
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
왜 콜드론 호수에 계셨죠?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
무엇을 목격했나요?
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
왜 사이비 교단짓이라고 생각하죠?
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
I mean, they were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
뭔가 번쩍했는데? 자, 나무의 교단.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
이건 프로파일링이 아니라 초능력자잖아, 거의. 갑자기 급 재미 없어지는데?
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
당신 뭔가 찾은 것 같군요. 아까 번쩍했거든?
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing, Jimmy.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear fat.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry.
Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird. You don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
이건 왜 갑자기 뜬금포? 갑자기 죽은 딸 익사했다고? 잠깐만. 근데 우리가 어떻게 알게 됐죠?
So Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces.
이름까지 맞출 리는 없잖아.
Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
사슴 축제에 사슴 가면을 쓰는 사람들이 많이 나올 거다.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Kissy, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
아니 어떻게 이름을 알았냐고. 혹시 가슴에 이름이 붙어있나? 그런 거 없는데?
Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
All prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
화이트 폴즈 지도.
Fall Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
See you around.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient.
어휴.
I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death?
헬스는 당연히 이거지. 배를 쬐는데 안 죽었겠어?
There's writing on here.
글자?
Can't make it out.
그 사이에 글자를?
How'd they manage that?
Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem.
물에 잠겼던 징후? 어깨 이건 뭐지?
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
단서 이용 가능? 그 외에 참고할 점, 그리고 사건. 홀드론 호수 살인 사건. 사진. 북커 부부는 여러 명의 사람이 사슴 가면을 쓴 채 기도문에 외우면서 남자를 칼로 찢고 있었다. 라고 설명을 했다.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
여긴 종결, X 사건, 나무의 교단. 요건 끝났고, 나무의 교단. 뭐야? 이렇게. 자, 배경 사건은 진행 중인 주제에 대한 더 광범위한 단서를 축적합니다. 나무의 교단.
I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
자, 그러면 일단은 교단에 목걸이가 있었어. 교단의 표식. 사슴 가면도 있었고.
Think saga.
저들이 얼굴을 가리고 있다면 공개적으로 활동할 정도로 충분히 자리를 잡은 건 아니겠지. 공개적으로 활동을 하더라도 얼굴은 가려야지, 사람을 죽이는데. 여기가 마을이고, 또 봐야 되나? 이야기? 이야기 나눌 게 없는데? 건보드, 관련자, 증거 찾아야 되고, 표식, 증거 찾아야 되고, 심리학도 증거, 어떤 교단도 증거, 목표. 누군가와 이야기합니다. 누군가랑 이야기해야 되나? 목표. 또 없는데? 지도는 아까 봤고, 프로파일링? 부커 부부 좀 볼까? 다 봤는데?
The cult of the tree. What aren't the bookers telling me?
Found their necklace.
봤던 것 같잖아. 원고 페이지. 메시지. 뭐야? 왜 없어? 안 나와. 아이. 왜 안 넘어가? 이렇게? 뭐야? 읽기도 안 나와. 버그인가? 뭐야 이건? 이게 뭐지? A?
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
사가인데 쓴 요원에게 수여하는 공로장 19년 8월 8일. 뭔가 공로장을 받은 그런 적이 있구만. 뭐지? 나가는 건가? 나가는 거네? 이 안에 뭐가 있다 그랬는데? 왜 더 이상 진행이 안 되지? 뭐라? 뭐요?
Must be locked from the other side.
왜 더 이상 진행을 못하는 거니? 왜 안 되는 거니? 계속 시체 보고 있기 거시기 한데 별로 기분 좋지 않은데. 아저씨? 얘기 좀 해봐요. 증거를 수집해야 된다고 한다는데 왜 안 되는 거니? 문 닫혔어. 더 이상 갈 수가 없어.
It doesn't budge.
으이씨, 무서워. 무서워, 무서워. 뭐야? 왜 되는 게 없어? 여기서 세이브하고 잠깐 멈추란 뜻인가? 저장이 없네? 일단 여기서 한번 끊어야겠다. 밖에 나갔다 와봐야겠네? 더 이상 뭐 진행이 안 되네? 아, 목표 이거 봐야 되나 보다. 응, 시체 조사하기. 시체 계속 조사하고 있는데? 목표를 눌러줘야지 나오나? 아, 야, Y 누르니까 뭐가 나오네. 권총이 있고, 권총 탄약이 있고, 부적이 있고, 아이템. 요거, 이렇게 봐야 되나? 교단의 목걸이. 지름길 열쇠, 부적 팔찌, 손전등. 목표 1. 나이팅게일의 시체 조사하기. 조사가 안 돼. 좀 알아봐야겠다. 이게 뭐냐?